All right, so I was just going to go through some of the examples from the assignment sheet. I'm going to break it into probably separate videos of each type, and I'll kind of make this its own post. So maybe if you're trying to homework, maybe this will give an assistant. I know we didn't have as much time in class to go through these notes, so I mean, I'm trying my best, but I mean, sometimes it's just hard when I'm answering questions. So I might have to like just try and get people to maybe come in on their own time so we can focus just to make sure we're getting through what we need to. But just please just keep going with it, ask questions, come in for help. I mean, that's going to go a long way in terms of your success this year. But our first section, we'll all do one of these examples on the assignment. So maybe you can try the other one. Do either of these look worse? Honestly, they look about the same. Maybe actually the first one's got some crazier stuff going on with some of these functions. So I'm going to do the left side of this one. So the first thing you want to look at, they're giving you an x value. And you want to figure out which interval does it fall into. I'm going to kind of color code these. So is it the top purple one? Is it the red one? Is it the green one? Really if you're struggling with this part, you really kind of want to either visualize in your head a number line. You could even draw a number line with like an inequality, but like, let me keep this color coded. But less than -1 would be, like if you were at -1, it would be an open circle, everything to the left of -1 on a number line, but not include a -1. This red guy is basically everything between -1 and 3, the including -1, but not including the 3. So like everything between this would count, not 3 and nothing past 3 and nothing before -1. So like, for example, 2 would be a solution or like would be part of that group, which is actually our first one we'll be looking at. And then this green guy, stupid iPad, cooperate. If you wanted to think of a number line, would just be including 3, everything past that. So let's just kind of look at these. So I'll kind of just color code these because I'm going to probably erase these number lines. But 2, for example, would be on this red interval. I just kind of mentioned that earlier, but 2 would be, I'm just going to learn that's going to be our red function. -1 is included on this red line, so that's also going to be a red one. -7 would be this first one, like -7 would be to the left of -1. So -7 is going to be in the top or the purple one. And then I'm assuming this green one's the bottom one because we haven't used it. But yep, this bottom one, 3 is included on this bottom one, not the red one. So that'll be our green function. So I'm going to go ahead and erase these number lines. You could always go back in the video if you need to see them, just so I have a little more space to work. Maybe it's a little less cluttered. All right, let's just use a neutral color. We'll use black. Okay, so since I saw 2's in this interval, I'm just plugging it into this -x plus 3. So usually a good habit to put parentheses when you plug it in for your x. Just some of these functions you'll have issues if you don't. But that would be -2 plus 3, so that's +1. All right, let's try the next one. Same function. We said it was a red one, so we're also plugging it into that -x plus 3, so very similar. Kind of nice we have these back to back. That would be +2 if you work that out, -1 plus 3. Do the math. Our next one, we're looking at the top or the purple one. So this is one you really need to put in parentheses. If you put this in your calculator and didn't do parentheses, you would miss this one. I guarantee it. The reason is your calculator, if you square like -7 squared or -7 times -7 is +49. If you put that in a calculator without parentheses, it's going to give you -49. It's not going to realize you want to square with the negative. So it is really important, especially when you see an exponent. A lot of times that's where you get problems when you plug in negative numbers into them if you don't use parentheses. But -7 squared is +49. 6 times 7 is 42. Plus 7. you work this out, I'm gonna have to erase 40, it'd be 49 plus 42 is actually I would combine these. This is 49. So 49 plus 49 is 98. Like you would get 98. Put it in a calculator if you don't believe me, but this one, just for space, this would have been 98. And then our last one where we said it was the green function. So if you look, if you just have a single number, there's nothing to plug into it. So your answer is just what you started with. It's just that 5. So just keep in mind, those are actually nice. I know they're kind of weird when you first see them, but they're nice. You actually don't have to plug it in or do anything. So this is the first section. Sorry if it was a little bit wordy, but maybe that'll help you kind of do this second example on your own. So good luck, everyone.